Hello.
This is Jose. Well, of course, as Jose looks so dancer, that you may know that Jose actually a dance artist. The video that on the first one is a solo piece and an improvisation piece of Jose. Here now we are in the Studio 1 of the dance school in the Hong Kong Academy for Performing Arts, and sit next to me, this handsome hot guy is Jose. Jose, well, first of all, let us be the host of Hong Kong people to welcoming you guys to come to the third International Choreography Festival in Hong Kong. So Jose is one of the dancer, one of the choreographer and dance artists in this season. So Jose, would you please let us know what is your piece in this year?
So this year, hi everyone. I'm very pleased to be here in Hong Kong at the International Choreographic Festival. It's really nice place to be. Hong Kong. I live in UK, so it's nice to see here that it's a mix of culture, but I think the influence of UK now of England
Yes, of course,
quite strong
definitely.
in a lot of good ways. So it's really nice to see to be in a place that is meeting of the East and West.
That's right, definitely.
Why? Because the work that I do is a lot of meeting for me. Is to bring many things together. My career started with flamenco
so this is the piece that we have just seen is very flamenco style.
And then I moved on into contemporary dance, and the last 10 years first time I came to India, but then I came to Korea, to Hong Kong as well, Taiwan, Japan. I discovered what was Asia as well, but not only with the culture, but with the dance form. And I after playing with different form, like learning a little bit of Kung Fu, Tai Chi, dance from India, I kind of specialize in Indian dance from the north of India, because I found some similarities with flamenco, where it's called Kathak, from the north of India, from Rajasthan. But of course, all of that I bring it into a contemporary context and into a contemporary dance, because it gives me a lot of freedom, to be with contemporary dance. It's very exciting, it's very up to date, it's very innovative all the time. So it gives me a lot of possibilities, a lot of freedom, And so I bring in the last part of my show called Silk Road, where it's a duet.
Silk Road.
Silk Road. I'm sure you know that title, no? Silk Road, that starting in China with the exchange, of culture that came all the way. Actually, I look at it. It came a lot into Venetia, into Italy, but it came until South Spain as well. All the commercial thing, all the exchange and of goods, but not only goods. Of cultural things, of spiritual things, a lot of things came out of that. And so I bring in Silk Road, it's a duet it was made with a Malaysian dancer called Mavin Khoo. He's from Malaysia, but grew up in India learning Bharatanatyam, South India. So I wanted someone that was grow up in Asia to have an exchange of East and West. So the duet became of a relation of a student and a master, where it's something very profound for me. The relation that a student and master have, and the idea of encountering someone, and when you're on the road, you have to let go and you have to move on. So when somebody die, or when you have it's time to move on. So then you have to with good and bad, you have to go into the next step. And so we will present Silk Road to it. And then I'm very pleased that as well Vangelis invited me to create a award for dancers, local dancers, dancers from Australia, from Hong Kong, from India as well. We have dancers. So to create a piece on them. So I choose a piece that is related to the thing of pilgrimage, about people moving, no? About people going from one place to another, about rituals. So we are studying the piece called 1,000 Shepherds, where it's a pilgrimage of individual, no? Trying to find their way, trying to find their path to, I don't know, to a better being, no? A better person. And that is something very communal, no? It's about this community that embark in this beautiful journey, no?
It's more of a journey of knowing ourselves, no? Where we're coming from, where we are at, and where we're going next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's where sometime when you know, a pilgrimage is about that time that you give to yourself, no? As well, no? That time that you give to. You allow yourself to kind of to be wrong, you know, to discover, to have patience as well, to have the time to grow, no? So I thought it was a great opportunity to have dances. We have dances from Japan as well. I forgot.
Exactly.
You know, to have this mix of culture as well, because I like the idea of I love spirituality. There's one thing quite strong in my work. In the work that I do, and that I agree a lot with Vangelis. I think we have a lot of research about that and how to bring it into dance, how to make it into the practice, how to nurture that into the dance. So we are now, for example, playing with the dancers here in the Studio One in the Hong Kong Academy. We are playing with ritual. So it's fascinating always because, you know, they bring in ritual from Japan, ritual from India, ritual from Spain, you know. One of the girls from here, from Hong Kong, she was like, oh, but I'm Christian. I said, oh, wow. So she was doing the communion. And
just like the basic idea of what you just said is like Silk Road. So
exactly.
all different cultures come together, like a big festival.
Exactly. It's like a big celebration. It's a celebration.
That's
For me,
right.
the idea of doing Silk Road was a celebration of different culture and living together.
That's right.
Living together.
We are in the same globe, right?
Yeah, and you don't have to define. We just can breathe together and exchange and take what you want to take or you need to take, and that will transform you. It will give you something, no? And always about learning from that.
Wow, wonderful. Well, thank you, Jose.
Well, thank you very much.
And this gentleman next to me is Wen. Then, if you've seen some of our last video about his soul, embracing the now.
Embracing the now.
Embracing the now. So, the next video after this, we would like to have a nice chat with Wen that why you have a wonderful idea to invite Jose to come to this year festival. Okay?
Definitely.
Stay tuned.